What's up, Oscar? Nice thing about these is it's already on the sheet. It's not on like, I don't have to copy it over. Because like the tournament, they give you the one sheet, but then you both have to write it down. It's like hectic. Lawrence Russ.
It's a beautiful Wednesday evening here at the Park District of Forest Park as we get ready to get this Wednesday men's Major League Softball action underway. We've got BTA taking on Flashback. BTA, the home team here, they'll be in the field first with Lance Greer on the mound, Wes Shannon behind the plate. Flashback coming up to start this one off here shortly. Tony Lepore, followed by John Zawoski and Joe Yaris here to start things off. First pitch strike there from Greer. This one right back up the middle, right at Greer, well positioned for out number one. So quick 1-3 out, and here comes Zawoski. Got Zawoski, Yaris, Dispenza, Dylan, Lawrence, Russ, Misek, Lawler, Meyer, and Marasovic. So Zawoski, the righty, coming up right now. I see we've got Butter on the chat. Good evening from Arkansas. Good evening from Forest Park. Ball just a little deep. Flashback in this Monday, Wednesday men's major league. 9-4 on the year with a plus 58 run differential. Went 3-2 in the No Glove Nationals tournament. As Zawoski hits that one right at third into the waiting arms of Andre Katz for the out. 2 quick outs, and here comes Yaris. Two very well-positioned outs from this BTA team. BTA 6-8 in men's major this year thus far, minus 11 run differential. That one right off the heart of the plate. Ball deep. Three-0 count to Yaris right now. Very warm night here in Forest Park. There's a strike. Temperature still in the 80s as we approach 7 p.m. Yaris hits this one into left. That's going to dip in front of Flemings. That's going to be a 2-out single. Zawoski in to run for Yaris, and here comes Dispenza. Hits that one up the middle, over to second. Gibson with it, over to first. A close play, but he's out. Quick 4-3 out. Good job by Gibson getting rid of that one to end the inning. So after the top of the first, we are all knotted up at 0. Here comes BTA in the bottom of the first. So here to get things started off in the bottom of the first for BTA, we've got Shavonte Samuels, James Hobson, and Wes Shannon, followed by Leonard Harris, John Banks, Gregory Flemings, and Katz, Gibson, Jones, and then Greer. And then we will see if they bat 11 or 10, as we've got a crossed out entry in the 11 spot with 2 players listed at shortstop. So we'll see as we approach that and make heads or tails of it. As it looks like we are all set and ready to go is Maraskovic, 2 Samuels. Good first pitch strike there to get things started. Samuels hits this one into center, ranging over, and a sliding catch there from Dispenza. Cleans off the grass, off the shin, and that's a quick out number 1. Good ground covered there from Dispenza. Thought that one might deposit right in front of him, but plenty of ground covered for the first out. There's a strike to Hobson. Hits that one too short, right at Lawrence for out number 2. Here comes Shannon. Hobson in the yellow shirt might actually be playing third base, made that catch. So we'll see. Like I said, we've got a lot of crossouts on this lineup sheet. Get it all figured out, though. I see from Dave Butterfield, we've got a comment. Seems like these days there's not a batter's box. I have a feeling if they chalked up a batter's box, it would last maybe, as there's a strike from Oscar, maybe one or two batters with the way that they get dug out. Kind of some of the fancy footwork that leads into some of the swings. Probably one of those things where it's better just to leave that alone as Wes Shannon hammers this one off the tree in right field foul. Bounced all the way back to second. You can see on the right of your screen. And one of those things, though, where I think drawing a batter's box over near home plate might be done in vain with how quickly it would get dug out. As you can see the trees or the sun poking through the trees, some lines over on the field. That one illegal to Wes Shannon. 2 outs on the inning. Mraskovich set with the pump fake, double pump, and the pitch. Of course, last time we saw Wes Shannon on this broadcast, he had a little ankle brace on and was hobbling quite a bit, but hits that one into left field. Coming around first base, still hobbling into second. As you can see, still a little hitch in the giddy up. But that's a double to the left side. We're going to get a runner, Hobson, in for Shannon. So good 2-out double there from Wes Shannon. Brings up the first baseman, Leonard Harris. Sorry, it's going to be Reynolds up now. Like I said, we'll get this all set up for you, all corrected as we go. This one hit to the right side, right at first base into the waiting arms of John Zawoski. So a 2-out double erased on the pop out from Reynolds over to first. We're all tied up at 0 after 1. So we'll have Dylan, Lawrence, and Russ coming up here for Flashback in the top of the second inning. Greer is set and ready to go. There's a strike. Pat Dillon playing right field for Flashback tonight. Hits this one deep into left field. Fleming's with a couple steps back, makes the catch, fires it over to his center fielder, and that's out number 1. Good little ride there off the bat of Dillon, but Fleming's waiting to make the catch, and that brings up Lawrence. That one off the plate. One count here. Ball inside. Hits this one high into center field. Samuel's over. Fleming's over. Calls off his center fielder to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 flyouts to left, and here comes Ryan Russ. Fitting that you get 2 flyouts to left and then the flashback left fielder's up. Let's see if he can keep this one out of left. We have another game after this. We'll be calling Impact and Brick, probably starting shortly after 8 o'clock since this one started a few minutes late. This one up the middle over second base. That's going to be a 2-out single for Russ. Banks shading just to our left, his right of second base. Didn't make much of a break on the ball. Runner on first base now, and here comes Anthony Misek. This one hit over to third, right at Hobson, across the diamond for out number 3. So 5-3 to end that one. We head to the bottom of the second. BTA coming up, all tied up at 0. We're going to work on getting this BTA lineup all settled and ready to go. So it looks like we've got Banks and then Flemings, and we will see after that. So short center fielder John Banks coming up to lead off this bottom of the second inning. BTA and Flashback all tied up at 0. I want to thank everyone for joining us over on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This broadcast and all of our Field 1 broadcasts brought to you by Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That one ball inside. Brushed him back just a little bit there. There's a nice pitch from Mike. Strike 2. Good battle back here. Illegal pitch flat into left field. That's going to split the outfielders right in front of Russ, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Banks. So now Greg Flemings, the left fielder, up to bat. Runner on first, nobody out. If you're over on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, hop over in the chat. We can talk all game. If you've got questions, want to give a shout out. We're talking about music over on Twitch right now in the chat while we talk about softball. All sorts of good stuff happening in the course, during the course of these games. Having a little bit of fun, hanging out here on a beautiful Wednesday evening from Forest Park. As that one hit up the middle to Yaris, steps on second, over to first, gets the lead out, but he is safe at first. So Banks cut down at second for out number 1. Oh, there, Oscar's actually calling him out at first. I definitely had that different, but we're going to say Greg is out over at first. Usually talk about umpire discretion, how difficult it is, but that one definitely looks like a missed call from up here. No real signal from behind home plate on that call. As that one hit over to third, just past the outstretched arm of Meyer. That's going to be a 2-out single from Katz. So there's a strike, it looks like, to Aaron. That one hit over to the left side. Still a little surprised by that call over at first. We'll watch this one back after the game and see what we can see, but it definitely looked like Flemings was well past first. That one hit, fouled backwards. That's out number 3. So what started with a leadoff single ended with a surprising double play and then a strikeout from Aaron Gibson. So after 2, we're still tied up at 0. Flashback coming right up. So Shane Lawler, the catcher for Flashback, here to lead off this 3rd inning, followed by Meyer and the pitcher Maraskovic. There's a ball short from Greer. Seeing some good discussion in the chat about that call over at first. Will be interesting to look, like I said, after this one tonight at the replay. That one hit up the middle under the hand of Greer, and that's a leadoff single. So Lawler finds himself on first, and here comes the 3rd baseman, Mike Meyer. Ball inside. There's a strike to Meyer. Ball just short of the plate. This one hit into left as Hobson was jumping to his right, and that's going to be a single. So 2 on, nobody out, and here comes Mike Maraskovic. We're actually going to get 6 for 29, so hitting for Maraskovic. I believe Oscar just called up Lawler, so another Lawler. Here with 2 on, nobody out. That one over to the right side, off the stomach of the second baseman, but he is able to get Meyer out at second. So runners on first and third on the fielder's choice. Lepore coming up at the top. And a nice play by Gibson. So slight bobble, but able to get the out. Sets up a nice little position here for both teams defensively. The double play still in order. Little poke here for Flashback. Brings one in and breaks this 0-0 tie. That one hit to right field, just in front of the right fielder. That's going to bring in one. Meyer over to third. Runners on first and third once again. Meyer takes a hard turn around third, but he's going to hold. So Lawler in to score. Lepore with the RBI single, and here comes John Zawoski. One out on the inning thus far. Flashback looking to add. As that one hit between short and third, Meyer comes in to score. Runners on first and second. Here comes Joe Yaris. Yaris with the double play that last inning. Hope that doesn't take the wind out of the sails too much out of BTA. That one hit to the right side. Nice deflection, tip, and catch. Wah-wah-wee-wah. Aaron Gibson with the good backup over there at second base. That one tipped off of Reynolds' hands. Aaron Gibson slides down, makes the catch, throws it back over to first. Bang, bang, bang. We've got ourselves a double play. So Yaris with the line out. He's out number two. And then they get Zawoski cooked over at first to end that inning. So 2 runs across, but a nice play there for BTA. At the moment I'm talking about momentum, a play you love to see as we get ready to head to the bottom of the third. Flashback up 2-0. So Marin Jones here, followed by Lance Greer. Jones, the right fielder for BTA. What a play over at second base. There's a strike right in the well. Nice pitch. This one hit into left field. Russ in, makes the catch for out number 1. So the BTA pitcher up to bat right now. Hits this one into left, floats it just in front of Russ, but he's able to make the catch right at the lip between the grass and the dirt for out number 2. So here comes the shortstop, Washington, number 11 hitter for BTA. Just looking to get something going as we get ready to cycle back to the top of the lineup. Good game on the mound so far from Maraskovic. Just lots of strikes. That one hit over to third. Meyer bobbles it, throws it over to first, off balance, running throw, gets the out. So hard hit ball there from Washington. But Meyer able to stick with it off the deflection for out number 3. After 3, Flashback up 2. They're coming right up. I want to say what's up and welcome to everybody watching us over on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Of course, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, you can chat with us throughout the game. Or if you don't want to chat with me, just chat with each other. We've got a nice group going over on Twitch every Monday and Wednesday. Got some fun commands for the game, some fun emotes if you subscribe to the channel. This one hit over to the right side and fair. Dispenza into second. He's riding second, looking for the triple, and he's got himself a stand-up three-bagger. That one just inside the line. You could see the dirt kick up on the inside. It kind of died in the grass. Dispenza hard around first. Nobody really approaching it as he was approaching second. Took the heads-up play into third. Leadoff triple, no outs. Sitting pretty for Flashback right now as Pat Dillon fouls that one off. This one hit to the right side once again. It's going to stay foul by about a foot. Dispenza in to score that one out of play. So a double the easy way there for Pat Dillon, an RBI double, and run number 3 comes across for Flashback. There's a ball off the plate. That one foul into the trees, stays in the yard. Lawrence with a fly out to left in the second inning. That one up the middle, over Banks into center. Samuels gets it in quickly. Dillon's going to hold it third. So Dillon moves up. Lawrence with the single. Still nobody out, and here comes Russ. That one off the hands of Hobson. Tries to stick with it, throws it to second to get the out. So a good job by Hobson. Thought that one was going to go backwards a lot more off the spin, but he stuck with it, fired a clean strike over to Banks at second base. So Lawrence is cut down there. Russ over to first on the fielder's choice, but most importantly, Dillon holds at third on the quick recovery from Hobson. So here comes Anthony Mysick, grounded out to third in the second. There's a ball from Greer. Illegal pitch. Hammered high into center field. Samuels over. No throw on the play at home. They're going to get it into second to keep the runner over at first. So a good job keeping Russ at bay as Dillon comes in to score on the sac fly from Mysick. The catcher, Shane Lawler, coming up. Lawler spelled differently than Jerry Lawler, but still looking to do some king bleep right here in the batter's box. Hits this one up the middle. Throw over to first is going to be just a little late. Lawler in, finds himself at first. Russ over to third on the throw. So Gibson knocks it down, but unable to make the throw across his body. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, and here comes Mike Meyer. Meyer takes a ball. No pitch on that one. Oscar says we weren't ready. Of course, if you've tuned into our broadcast before, Meyer used to be high school baseball coach of yours truly and gym teacher.
Right. Okay. Make a play here. Make a play here. I think it's real ball. Strike two.
Meyer takes strike 2. Hits this one into center. Samuels in under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So all things considered, 2 early runs for Flashback, but a good job by BTA to eliminate the threat. They hold them to 2. They're coming up here in the bottom of the 4th, chasing 4. So Samuels here leading this one off, hits it over to Lepore, over to first. It's close, but he is out on the bang play. Good job there by Tony to get rid of it quickly. So 1 out. Here comes Hobson. Hits that one over to third. Meyer knocks it down, but can't hold on to it. So that's going to be a 1-out single for Hobson. Here comes Wes Shannon. So BTA chasing 4 right now. Couple unlucky breaks. Well, they've been on offense. Hobson with a big lead over at first. Saw Shannon rope one the last time for a double. Hits this one to the right side. Hobson holds at second, so Shannon moves his guy up. There's now 2 outs on the inning, and here comes Reynolds. My, oh my, I see over on Facebook, my buddy Marco hopping over in the chat as that one hit to short, fired across the first. Reynolds is going to be safe. Hobson into second, straight a little far away, but dives back in. Shout out to Marco. Watching some sweet 16-inch softball action over on Facebook. Enjoying himself a nice sandwich. So 2 outs. Reynolds over at first. John Banks up to bat right now. BTA chasing 4. Banks hits that one down the line, just foul. Very symmetrical inning. Ground out to second, single, ground out to second, single. Banks looking to avoid that same fate, maybe follow it up with a single instead of a ground out to second. Very likely scoring Hobson and getting BTA on the board. That one just a little bit high over the 12-foot threshold. 6 foot, 12 foot is your window. Banks steps up on this one, hits it up the middle to Yaris, off Yaris' chest. Banks over to first, he's safe. Flips the bat at his coach. Banks into second. Reynolds over to third. So Hobson comes in to score on the single, advances to second and third on the throw. Reynolds and Banks. Fleming's up to bat right now, and you've got to believe he would like a little anything more than to hit a little poke right here, bring 2 in, and erase the distaste of that double play a couple innings ago. Very problem child-esque running down the first base line with the bat, flipping it at the coach. Is there strike 1 to Flemings? Down the line and just foul. That one was definitely foul. That one you can kind of tell where Reynolds was running off the base. He was pretty much over the line, and that ball was to his right. He jumped. Don't know if he was going for the illusion of him jumping over it or not. 1-1 count here, but from our vantage point, that one definitely looked foul. So Fleming's all set back up. Very unlucky day, full of unlucky breaks for Fleming's thus far, but still up to bat, looking to erase some of that. Hits that illegal pitch. Foul for strike number 3. So that's going to be out number 3. But 1 run does come back across for BTA as they're able to cut it down to 3. Flashback coming up in the top of the 5th. They're up 4-1. So this game moving right along. We're been going for a little under 45 minutes, already finding ourselves here in the top of the 5th. So a late start, but looks like we found ourselves able to catch up. After this game, of course, we've got Impact and Brick starting sometime around 8 p.m. So our Wednesday night doubleheader will not be done after this one. We've got one more game to bring you here tonight. So the pitcher, Maraskovic, up for Flashback, takes a strike. Hits this one into left, over at Fleming's, makes the catch for out number 1. We get back to the top. Here's Tony Lepore. Very warm here late in the evening, just crossed 7:30, still 81 degrees out here in Forest Park as that one hit down, foul. Just off first base. Big smile on Reynolds' face on that one. Asked if the umpire was sure. Lepore 1 for 2 on the day, a single in the third, and a ground out back to the pitcher to get everything started tonight. Hits that one to the left side and foul. Hooking out of play. Our Ranger Joel Zavala on his golf cart, ghost riding the whip to get that one back into play. That one into left field. Fleming's over tails right back into his pocket for out number 2. So 2 fly outs to left, and here comes John Zawoski. There's a strike from Greer. Real nice pitch there. Pump fake and the pitch. This one over to short. Washington with it. Fires it across. Clean throw to Reynolds for the out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for BTA there after they put one across in the bottom of the fourth. Hold Flashback to a 1-2-3, looking to keep some of that momentum as we head to the bottom of the fifth. So it'll be Katz, Gibson, and Jones for BTA. Katz with the number 74 on, wearing the Bulls hat. Believe it or not that far away from basketball season. Football and basketball right around the corner. Weird feeling being excited about Bulls basketball. I think the early 2010s were the last time we could say that. Just a little bit deep from Mike to Katz. Two, 2-1 count here. This one high to the left side and out of play. So 2-2 count. Either that or Oscar's saying rock and roll, but pretty sure it was a 2-2 count. So Katz set, Moraskovic set. This one hit high into left field, right at Russ. Under it, makes the catch for out number 1. Second baseman Gibson stepping in. There's a strike. It's been a very simple approach from Moraskovic on the mound, but very effective. Just absolutely pounding that strike zone, never really getting into poor counts. That one hit over to Russ once again as he drifts off your screen for out number 2. Lots of FO7s here in the book as here comes Jones. But the big man on the mound not really doing anything too fancy, just throwing strikes, putting it into play, getting a lot of lazy fly balls into the outfield. Busy day for Russ in left. There's a ball just a bit deep. There's a strike. Strike 2. So good battle back from Mike after a quick 3-0 count. This one hit right back up the middle, fielded, flipped. That's out number 3. So after 5 innings, BTA still chasing 3. Flashback coming up. They're up 4-1. It'll be Yaris, Dispenza, and Dillon here to get things started off for Flashback in the top of the 6th, looking to add to their 4-1 lead. I want to thank everyone for joining us over on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Lots of fun joining us every Monday and Wednesday for our softball broadcast here from the Park District of Forest Park softball fields. Field number 1, O'Connor Field. That one off the ankle of Greer over to Washington. Throws it over to first. What a deflection. A kick save and a butte. Greer just kind of stood there. Washington with the good backup, and that's another nice deflection play from this BTA defense. That one was thick, too. That got a whole lot of ankle. Good job by Washington. Absolute cannon over at short as he fields this one cleanly once again. Throws that one low. Good pick over at first, but Oscar's going to have Dispenza safe. Washington ranging up the middle, got rid of it quickly. That one hit to the right side, fouling out of play. So 2 good plays from Tommy Washington over at short. That last one, bang, bang over at first. A good dig out by Reynolds as well. That one drew him to the left side of the bag. Had to play it on a hop, but picked it cleanly. This one hit high into left field, right at Fleming's. First step back, several steps in, makes the catch, no tag. So Dispenza holds at first on the fly out from Dillon to Fleming's, and here comes Lawrence. That one over to the right side. Gibson with it, throws it to Reynolds for out number 3. So 1 out single, but nothing doing for Flashback after the top of the 6th. BTA chasing 3. They're coming right up. So it's going to be Greer, Tommy Washington, and then Shavante Samuels here for BTA. 2 more chances up at the plate to cut into this 3-run deficit. Flashback got up early but haven't been able to add on much to their lead, leaving the door open for a BTA comeback. So we are all set and ready to go here in the bottom of the 6th. Greer hits that one right back to the pitcher. Easy throw over to first for a quick first out. Here comes Washington. Been very impressed with Washington over at short so far today. Good arm, good range, looking to get things going. There's Samuels, Hobson, and Shannon waiting in the wings. Top of the lineup after this batter. There's a strike from Mike. That one to the right side and foul. So that's going to be a strike number 3 and a quick 2 outs. We're back to the top of the BTA lineup. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Thought that first pitch to him was a strike, but it looks like he's coming back to the batter's box. Now we're at 1-2. Okay, all clarified now. Been a trying day behind the dish for the man in red. Tommy hits that one back to Mike. Mike bobbles, gets the throw over to first. That one can't be corralled by John Zawoski, but I think Tommy would have been safe anyways. So good hustle from Washington to keep that one alive. Runner on first, 1 out, and here comes Samuels. Shavante 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to center and a ground out to second. Hits a fly ball to center deep, chasing it back, but makes the catch does Dispenza. So Samuels with out number 2, and here comes Hobson. Hobson a single in the 4th and the lone run scored for BTA. Seen a lot of fly ball outs here for this BTA team. A couple rope-a-dopes can change that real quickly, though. As Hobson grounds this one over to short center, or to short, sorry. A second, Lepore over to short center, Yaris for out number 3. So 4-10 on the ground out if you're keeping score at home. After 6 innings, BTA still chasing 3. Flashback up 4-1. Took me a second to put that one together. A long day on air for me. Had the Irish Bears show before this one. Of course, Bears season coming up, so business has been booming over there. Check out Irish Bears show on YouTube if you want some awesome Bears content. Russ here to lead things off in the top of the 7th for Flashback. Can be Russ, Mysek, and Lawler. Ball just a little bit deep, 2-1. This one up the middle, right at Banks. Banks off the back foot, throws it into the ground. A worm burner picked up by Reynolds for out number 1. So 10-3 for the first, and here comes Anthony. Good job by Banks there. Kind of took a half step back to field that on the high hop, planted his feet, and then fired one across. Threw it low, but created a nice long hop for Reynolds to be able to pick that one as that one hit hard and foul to the left side. This one high to the left side. Fleming's over, straddling the line, makes the catch. So 2 quick outs, and here comes Lawler. That one hits the heart of the plate for a ball. Mike Meyer on deck. There's a strike from Greer. No signal, but guessing that was a ball based on the reaction from Greer. Looked good. Looked like it kind of hooked into that well. That one up the middle, crawls up Greer's arm, flips it to first, sticks with it. So a good job there by the BTA pitcher. Keep his wits about him for out number 3. So Lawler grounds out. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. BTA with one more chance to get it right. They're chasing 3, and they've got 3, 4, 5 coming up. So Wes, Shannon, Reynolds, and Banks coming up here, getting things started for BTA. You're chasing 3 in the bottom of the 7th. You've got your last reps, 3, 4, 5 is music to my ears. So there's a strike to get things started with Shannon. Hits that one over to left, right at Russ, just a couple steps over, bent over at the hip for out number 1. So another fly out to left, and here comes Reynolds. Busy day for Reynolds over at first. A couple nice picks. Nice deflection that we saw Gibson come up with. That one right back at Maraskovic. Doesn't knock it down or anything, just makes the catch for out number 2. We've seen quite a few off the pitcher today, but Mike just makes easy work of that one for a quick second out, and here comes John Banks looking to keep things alive. Another strike from the big man, looking to finish strong. Strike number 2. Banks hits this one into left, just in front of Russ, and that's going to be a 2-out single to keep things alive. Here comes Flemings. Got to believe it's been a very frustrating day for Fleming. So right now, with a chance to keep things going for this BTA team. 2 outs, runner on first. Hammers this one into left, right at Russ. Russ ranging back right on the left of your screen, makes the catch for out number 3. So how fitting that out number 3 is another fly out to left field. As Flashback is able to finish this one strong. They're able to go home with a 4-1 victory over BTA here in Game 1 of tonight's Wednesday night doubleheader here at the Park District of Forest Park. Flashback scored 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. That's all they needed. BTA was able to get 1 across in the fourth, but that's all they were able to get. That was me throwing my pen over to the bottom of the screen. But what's going to happen now after that Flashback victory is we're going to take a little break, get things turned over, get the broadcast set for our next game, because after this one, we've got a matchup between Brick and Impact. So we're going to keep things rolling here. I'll be back on air in about 5 to 10 minutes. If you're on Twitch, just keep the Twitch page open. The stream will start right back up. If you're over on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, about 5 or 10 minutes, we will have a live stream going back for you. To everyone who joined us for Game 1, who won't be sticking around for Game 2, thank you for hanging out with us on this beautiful Wednesday evening here at the Park District of Forest Park over on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And, of course, we want to thank our sponsor, Napleton for Oaks, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, for helping us make all of these broadcasts possible. So we'll be back here in a few minutes with Game 2 of this doubleheader.